in Isla Tropicale, and the sun is just starting to peek over the horizon behind me. We almost missed it, but we are here this morning. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope the sound is clear and you can see and hear everything. Um, not sure about the sound, about the lighting. I am going to switch it around so you guys can see it a little better. I can bring it in a little better from this side here. I can zoom in and catch this sunrise. And hopefully I put it on public so that you can see that beautiful sunrise, friends. Isn't that lovely? We're catching that sunrise, and it does look wonderful. Good morning, whoever's there. I welcome you. Welcome, welcome. We're in Roatan, Honduras. Sun is just now starting to come up on the horizon. Have us a sunrise, and we have us a whale tail. Hi there, Virginia Bushcrafter. Good morning. Anthony on the move. Good morning. Thank you guys for coming in. The sun is just now starting to rise above the horizon over there. I almost missed it. I almost missed it. Still have my raspy morning voice. And we raced up the stairs, and luckily I had already done my thumbnails before. Um, with just different names on them. Um, but yeah, I just enjoy a sunrise out here on the ocean. I hope everybody had a good evening. And the time difference is crazy. Um, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is only 5:30 a.m. here. So I know it's later there, but we're 2 hours behind you guys here in Roatan. So they're 2 hours behind us, at least on the East Coast. 2 hours behind us on the East Coast. Good morning, Nichols family. I appreciate you coming in, Miss Kizzy. Will G, good morning. It's a lovely day to be cruising. Yes, absolutely. Good morning, beautiful chat. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. House of X, good morning. In Darty, all the way from South Asia. Welcome, welcome. Or in Darty, are you in? I think you're in Indonesia. You guys have to excuse the morning head stuff. But the sun is getting up. Oh wow. And we're moving just slightly. I don't know if it's me or the camera that's moving, me or the ship that's moving. It's not quite my tripod is not quite tall enough to well it might be. Let me see if I can pull it all the way up to go over and stand it up. Okay. It's behind the glass, but that way I can have it flat. Yes, the sun is rising. We're out here on the cruise ship. We're on the Carnival. Um, we're House of X, excuse me. We are on the Carnival celebration, and we are in Roatan, Honduras today. And we have not docked yet. I don't think. I don't think we've docked yet. Um, oh, in Indonesia, the sun has gone. Yeah, so it's evening there. Um, there are lots of Indonesians, the crew here on the ship. Lots of the crew are from Indonesia. Lots of the crew are from Indonesia and Darty. Um, the waiters, the housekeeping, um, a lot of the crew. Oh wow, and they're so beautiful. I love to see it when it broke a little bit. So it was, yeah, so we are moving, or maybe it's moving, I'm not sure. But here's a little bit of the land over there. So we're heading towards dock, I guess, slowly drifting towards where we will be docking. Good morning, Scott. Scott, Lord, my brother. Okay, 7:10 on the East Coast. We're at a couple of 2 or 3 hours behind me. So, oh my gosh, it's too early, my brother, and you're up. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Lee. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate. I only have 3 thumbs up from what I can see, but I see 16 now. And I need to be at least 3 hands, 3 hands that I should see, and I don't quite see that many. So, but I welcome you. I wish you a good morning. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful sunrise view from the carnival celebration. It is quite beautiful. Good morning, Team Reese Travels. I hope you are doing well. You said that's all I see is the sunrise and the beautiful sunrise. And I am here this morning, barely, barely here. I'm barely here. I know yesterday I turned it around so that you could see both, but I think I look about as rough as I sound around the edges this morning. Um, there was the last night we had the white hot night. Um, I did not stay up very late for that, but I did go out and partake. Um, so it started at the preview started at 10:15, and the cruise director Joey came on at 10:45. So I was able to get there at 10:15, and I stayed right until he came on. Good morning, Miss Kathy Grant. So I stayed right until the cruise director came on, and then I had to leave. I had to leave because I was tired, and yeah, I don't even know why I was so tired yesterday. Because yesterday was a sea day, and I did not do much at all. So we will end this cruise with a sea day. So today we are in Roatan, Honduras, and as I see it, called different things. So Carnival calls it says we're in Isla Tropicale and Roatan Isla Tropicale, and then oh, there's another ship. I wonder if that I see another ship is here as well as we're getting closer to the port. Let's see if you guys can see the other ship down there. There is another Carnival ship that's already here. I know we've been neck and neck with the Carnival Magic, so I wonder if that's the Carnival Magic that's already here and in port down there. My hand's a little shaky, so I definitely can't see what ship that is. But I do see a lovely Carnival whale tail. So, but we're here for the sunrise, not for the Carnival Magic. So you guys can see that sun is getting even higher in the sky. But yeah, it does look beautiful here. Everything looks beautiful. Oh, I'm not gonna stay on long this morning, guys, since we will be um, debarking the ship in a couple of hours. So I want to grab something to eat and get dressed so that I can go off and explore. Thank you, Team Reese. Kiki, have you guys been to Roatan? And it is always amazing to me to see the captains wheel these ships around. Now, you guys just saw, I'm going to raise it up and you can see how he is moving this ship. He's turning us around. So I guess we're gonna back this baby in. I guess we're gonna back it in because he's turning us around. Yeah, so the captain is wheeling this baby, guys. He is turning us around. And so I'm assuming that we will back in towards support versus pull in. And that means that I will probably lose the sun in just a little bit based on how he is turning us. Yeah, so the camera and the tripod are standing still, so you guys can see how we are losing. We're losing the sun based on that. So maybe I'll try to walk with you guys, um, and hopefully we can stay abreast of the sun. So sorry for the escape. Good morning. So hopefully I won't lose connection. Hopefully I'll be as close to routers as possible. But we're on the Serenity deck again. It's on the 18th floor. Um, so Kiki said that they had not been to Roatan, was scheduled once and got canceled. Yes, that happens. Thankfully, not as often. Um, Good morning, but it does happen. It does happen. Ports get canceled, cruises get canceled. But hi, Danny D. Good morning. I'm in here with me. Okay, so we are here. Um, we're in the front of the ship on the. Good morning, dear. Okay, yeah. So the captain is still turning us around. Woo! Good morning, Cruise Life 22. Pete, welcome, welcome. Miss Tasharia, welcome. Welcome in, everyone. Last night I tried to change the setting. David Hunt, good morning. Welcome in. We are catching us a sunrise here from the Carnival Celebration um, cruise ship in Roatan, Honduras. And the captain is turning and turning and turning us. Tasharia anti-Okra. Tasharia, did you raid me, dear? Twirling me and Keshia in the chat Grand Rising Praying Couple Cooking Series. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, Thank you, Tasharia. I appreciate the raid. We are out here gathering us some sunshine on a sunrise. The sun broke about 15 minutes ago. I guess it would have been about 13 minutes ago because right as I came on, it was starting to break the horizon. Zoom in on that sunrise, Keisha. Okay, Pete. I have zoomed in. Didn't move us on it back. Pretty girls, pretty girl garden. Absolutely. Um, it is beautiful, and it's such a wonderful gesture for anyone to not only give you their time in these YouTube streets, but to also bring all of their friends with you. Okay, zoom back out. We lost you. Thanks, Pete. I'm trying to stay because, again, like I said, the captain is moving us about, and I guess the more I move between routers, I hope it's getting windy right up here up front, so hopefully it's not too bad. Mariana, Latrina, welcome in, dear. Good morning. I was in the bushes in your live stream last night. I don't know what you were cooking because it was too much noise around me, so I couldn't quite hear you. But I was in the bushes in your live stream last night, Mariana. Good morning, good morning. And David, it is always such a pleasure to see an anti okra crusader. I hope my okra is doing wonderful in the garden. I'm missing all of those beautiful okra blossoms. My daughter has not volunteered to send me anything, not one picture, not anything from her bedroom window or anything. But we are here. We're getting closer to the port um, to come in. So I'm gonna keep walking and try to get over there closer. And again, hopefully not lose everything. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I got guests now. Okay, so we have the sunshine here to my right, and then we have the port to my left. And the Nichols 13 is saying good morning, everyone. Oh, good morning, Carol. Solo cruising and more. I came home to two of my favorite plants. Oh, wow, Carol, what are your two favorite plants? I'm sorry, I think I saw you and skipped it by mistake, Carol. Hope you're doing well. I so enjoyed your time with your grandson and your daughter. Plants not looking good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, we've had a little bit of rain. I hope to be able to sustain them. Um, so hopefully there was a little bit of rain that was able to get to my plants and keep a little life in them. Desharia, welcome so much. I mean, welcome. Thank you so much for you coming along and bringing um, your friends with me on the Desharia morning workout raid. That was such a lovely gesture. I appreciate it so much, dear. I appreciate the gifted membership. I don't know if that was your part of your monthly gift, um, part of your monthly membership gifting, or if there was someone else in your chat that gifted the membership. But I know that I've been seeing um, your life with Tasharia after at 50. Well, you were at 49 and now you're 50. I've been seeing those behind the scenes members only videos and I've been enjoying those. You are a busy lady for sure. But that sun is getting up there in the sky. I'm glad you caught it also, Carol. I enjoyed yours. I enjoyed yours. And here we are at the port. You guys can see again, the ship down there. There are some other water vessels down there. I see the pilot boat. Pilot boat has stayed us, so we're sitting still for now. We're sitting still for now, and again, my little eyes cannot see the my little eyes cannot see what ship that is, but I believe it's the Carnival Magic. They've been um, neck and neck with us again while we've been cruising. But it's so green here, friends. It is absolutely so green. And we still have the stickers. I mean the stickers. I see a note here telling me to try the stickers to pin a question or something. Good morning, Mickey. And as some of our chat friends have said, Grand Rising. I know Miss Patty says that. Good morning, Sea Lake Journeys. Chat, good morning. Carol says, I was up at 2 a.m. catching your replay from yesterday. I did see that, Carol. I did see that. So I appreciate all of those. And even like I was headed out. Thank you, Mickey. Good morning. Welcome. Um, when I okay, I saw that I was reconnecting there. Am I back? Am I back? I saw what just one leg of the Wi-Fi package, and so I've been sharing it with him outside of the live. Right about this time yesterday is when the chat started getting funky. I guess people are waking up. People are waking up and getting online right now as well. So this live stream may not again be as long as others have been, um, because we are in port today, and maybe I'll go live. Well, I don't even know if I can go live from the port. I don't know if I can go live from the port because when we were at Celebration Key, at least I still had the cruise ship Wi-Fi at Celebration Key, but here in Roatan, I will not, and I'm not sure about my cell phone service, so I didn't try that and I didn't look into it. But if I can, I will. If not, I'll wait till I get back on board later in the day. Um, but I have so enjoyed you guys, and I'm hoping, we're hoping that over the course of the next 6 months that we can get more hours in. And you guys know that I was basically starting from scratch because I had not really gone live very much over the last year. I have not dropped many videos over the last year, and I don't really push, content that way. But when YouTube making those changes, I think I might do a little better. Might try to do a little better. Mickey and Crazy Chit. And my clock has switched, and they told us to stay on ship time, but I'll use my world clock in my phone to distinguish between the times to stay on ship time versus trying to change my. I'm doing better, Miss Nichols. Miss Kizzy, I am doing better. Yes, I was surprised about yesterday when I ended and it was after 60 minutes, and I was told to not worry about the countdown, but it's hard not to worry about the countdown. Um, but I do, and but like you said, the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. And now the challenge after this will be continuing um, the live streams after I leave the ship. And the thing is that I have plenty of time. Yes, sister, you did tell me. Um, I have plenty of time at home. You guys know I don't work. I or don't work outside the home, and I have plenty of time. My son doesn't go to school um, until after 9 o'clock in the morning, and um, I can do live streams while I'm usually waiting for him, or first thing in the morning in the garden and things. But I just don't. David, have a great day. Thank you so much for coming in on the raid. I appreciate you, my brother. You have a great day. But yeah, so I will have to do better about that to do live streams at the end of 2025. Even though I don't. Thank you so much, David. Even though I don't make New Year's resolutions, I did make a few goals, and so that was one that failed. Since we are, I won't say failed, but it had quite the delay with live streams because I did work with my chat partner to help me with some different types of content for the channel. And so one of those things, yes, Carol, definitely a challenge. One of the things that I had hoped to do, I don't know what private beach area that is there, but it looks pretty. You guys can see that there in the port there. That looks pretty. But I had to work with my chat friend and using going like use walking routes in throughout my city, whether that be in my downtown area because there's lots of different walking routes, and then there are my local parks, and of course I like to go visit local community gardens in my city as well. So during the summer would have definitely been better to do the local gardens because there's so many at the churches and like some of the nursing homes and places like that. So I was hoping to have done that, but I did not do that. But it's still time that I can still do those things. So live streams of walking, live streams of not only my garden, but within the community, different gardens. I see the pilot boat is still holding us steady here. Yeah, I see the pilot boat there. Good morning, official Jamia. Our beautiful and gorgeous Miss Jamia. Oh, I think it's Jamia. Is it Jamia? Oh my goodness. I read it in my head, Jamia. I read it in my head, Jamia. So, what are your plans for Honduras? I made no plans because this is definitely one of those budget cruises. It is definitely one of those budget cruises. The sun is too bright now, friends, but you guys can see it there in the background. We'll stay focused on this beautiful landscape here. Um, I don't have any plans for Honduras. I was just hoping to get to a spot where my son could fly his drone. He definitely wanted to fly his drone in different places. So I don't know how that's going to work if he doesn't have the Wi-Fi, but at least if he has the data, um, we talked with Dad, and we agreed. He could come off of airplane mode and and we can see what we can do as far as making sure that he can fly his drone. And hopefully it won't be too hot because I know in at Celebration Key he was worried about the drone overheating as he tried to get as high as the ship to go up above the ship. So he doesn't have any shade protection over or and lens protection over his drone, prevent it from overheating as much. Good morning, Paul. Welcome in. I do too, my friend. I do love a sunrise. I love a sunset, but I definitely love a sunrise better than a sunset. Yeah. Good morning, Miss Vanessa. Welcome, welcome, dear. Do you need a license for the drone or permissions? Maybe. We're going to ask for forgiveness, Mickey. We're going to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. How about that? He does not have a license. You typically should have a license, that way when you go to request permissions to fly, at least they know that you know what you're doing. So he's taking a couple of years of various things at school. He will be getting his drone license this year in 11th grade. Good morning, Miss Ladisha. Another beautiful view. Yes, we are here in Roatan, Honduras, and I don't know what locale this is, but we are closer to it. You guys can see the captain is definitely moving us in, and might have a bit of a reflection because I am behind the glass panel here. See if I can zoom out a little bit there. Um, Hi, it's Sue. Welcome, dear. How are you? I hope you are well. The port area is nice. Walk us around there. Might be free Wi-Fi import. I was there in January. Oh, okay, Carol. I will definitely do that. So I didn't look into anything. We were just like I said. I planned this three weeks before the cruise. So I booked the cruise on July. One moment, friends. Oh wow. I booked the cruise on July 22nd, and the cruise left port on August 16th. So it was less than a month before the cruise that I booked it. And yeah, so I didn't do any additional planning. I waited until the last minute to pack. So I've had a lot of life going on, and Nichols' family, Miss Kizzy, definitely keep my grandmother in your prayers because I have her hospital and doctor's office app where I get alerts for all of her office visits and different things. And her doctors and providers are all also on the same network um, as our local hospital. So last night or yesterday, I knew she had a doctor's appointment. She gets iron infusion, so she had an appointment yesterday, and I was expecting to see test results from that to see whether or not she actually needed the infusion. She is for safety, but I don't like the glass takeaway. It takes away from the view. It's same. It's even though they come through and they wipe it and try to keep it clean, it does definitely take away from the view. You can definitely see the difference. I can raise the you can see that difference, right? That is a definite difference in the view, Miss Ladisha. Unfortunately, I cannot hold the camera up because that is like another two 2.5 feet from the floor. Yes, so thank you so much for the prayers. But yeah, so I was getting those alerts from my grandmother yesterday, and she had her doctor's appointment, and I was expecting those alerts to come through, but then I saw something with an EMS um, technician. I saw their picture and name pop up, and then I saw an emergency department nurse pop up, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And so this was we were at getting ready for dinner, and I saw those messages come through. So she back at the hospital. So she was at the emergency room last night, back at the hospital, and of course my aunties are holding down the fort, and um, they took her to the hospital again. So yes, definitely keep my grandmother and my family in your prayers. Um, Carol is saying those last minute cruises are the best. I got the best content from those last minute trips. No overthinking. No, I won't say I didn't overthink, Miss Carol, because yeah, I do that a lot. It's something that I struggle with. Meredithism coming in on the ninja. Welcome, dear. Good morning, beautiful. We are catching sunrises and port views here in Roatan. Thank you so much, Carol and Nikki. But yes, thank you for that, Miss Carol. I will definitely see if I can connect from the port if there's free Wi-Fi in the port, um, and go live from the port if that is possible. Um, but yeah, so again, just hoping that my son can do fly his drone and he can do those things. It's not a lot that he wanted to do. Um, and last night with the white hot night, the children, the young people took over. There are lots of teenagers and young people on this cruise. I don't know the number because I haven't attended any of the information or anything, but just seeing them around, and they're not bad kids either. I haven't seen any badness, but I'm also not looking for it. But all of the kids that I've encountered have been really great. This view is getting better and better as we pass this. Um, I don't know. Let me see if I step back some if it gets a little better. Let's see. Look through that hole there. You guys can see that difference. Like Miss Lagisha was saying about how it takes away from the view. Um, the healing infrared. Yes, I do feel regenerated. renewed a little bit with the sunrises. Um, this is a beautiful place. I love it. But yeah, so he hasn't done much. He's about like me. He's not much of a people person. I can do people from these internet streets, but um I don't do well in person. I pick up too much energy, and I have a hard time deflecting other people's energy. So I prefer to avoid crowds, and that's crazy, right? To be on a cruise ship and trying to avoid crowds, but it is absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. Everyone, remember to like and share, please. Thank you so much, Nicholas family. I appreciate that. But I am saying, but a lot. Yeah. I just wanted to come out and share the view with you. I'll take the camera up a little bit higher above the glass. A little bit of yes, Meredith. I absolutely am. And I used to love wearing earrings that jingled and jangled. And when I worked, because it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot to be able to deflect some of that noise and those feelings from other people. But I don't wear those kinds of earrings as much these days. Oh Lord, there's a bumblebee around me, and I forgot I put my mic in my hair, and I just grabbed the whole thing. Thank you so much, Carol. I see you mentioning me in a post. I didn't turn off my notifications when I went live. I'm just panning around, showing you guys what my view is all around me. Absolutely, Meredith. Hi, Will. Together we travel. Welcome in, dear. Um, Meredith. At one point, I thought um, I thought I was going a little bit bonkers, and I told my doctor, I said, I think I have early Alzheimer's. And he was like, no, Keisha, that's not the case. I said, I can't remember anything. I can't focus. I don't know what's going on. And he was like, you don't have Alzheimer's. He's like, you're barely 40. You don't. And I said, well, I think I need to get tested and make sure because it just doesn't feel right how I feel. So I did go get some testing done. We had some neurological testing and things done. And yes, that was definitely identified. The spectrum is a place that I reside. It is a place that I reside. The Nichols. Well, I'm so glad to hear you say that. I totally understand that. Yes, Nichols. Um, and oh, the cruise is beautiful. Thank you, Itsu. I appreciate that. And Meredith, yes, there's definitely an attraction, right? It's definitely an attraction. I see you out there in your garden and all of the squirrel moments, the dancing in the kitchen and all the things. I definitely relate to you a whole lot, my sister. And Carol is saying hi to Will. So again, guys, we are getting closer. We are getting closer. I thought we were gonna back in, but I think the captain had just moved the ship out at the request of the what do you call it, the pilot boat. Oh, you say I'm that way, but it's Mino. Mina, Mina, Harry, and Mina. I had a test for that too around. shortly after to see if I was getting near Perry and Nina. And at the time that I had that test, I was not. I was experiencing lots and lots of heated moments, and it was determined that it was more pain, inflammation that was having me overheated. So, and you guys remember a few years ago that I was suffering with my back. And so once I got my back pain, that I'm able to manage it more, I'm not as heated. So inflammation will definitely have you overheated in so many different ways. So if I manage my pain, um, I don't have as many hot moments. My internal heater stays manageable if I manage my pain. Meredith said squirrels are everywhere. Them darn squirrels. I have them figuratively and literally in my life. I saw, oh darn, I hope my daughter is watering my loofah plant, guys. It was starting to blossom, and I saw those darn squirrels eating the blossoms. They weren't eating the blossoms, but the as the blossoms, the new pods that would form before the blossom came out, those darn squirrels were nibbling on them. They were sitting on the gate because I put that loofah plant right at the back gate of the fence beside the greenhouse structure. And I saw that squirrel eating on it. Meredith, yes, we are everywhere. I follow a young lady, and she's of our age, um, Tabitha Brown on Instagram. She's on YouTube as well. I am Tabitha Brown, and she definitely talks about her her adventures with Perry, the perimenopause, squirrels, shiny things, and ganja. It's a wonder I ever get anything done. Well, me and the ganja haven't quite hooked up yet, but I don't know. If I determine that it's for medicinal purposes and it helps more than it hurts, we shall see. Sometimes I just turn around and go back in the house. Yes, yes. I'm gonna pause you guys. Well, not pause you, but turn off the sound while I have a coughing fit. Oh gosh, excuse me. Um, the Nichols journeys. Meredithism is telling you. I'm Peach. That's Cricket Peach. That's our Meredith Cricket Peach. If you did not know. Yes, Tab is going through it and it makes it funny. She is the way she talks about. Listen, yes, the way she talks about it, and when she talks about, I'm gonna use this nicely. When she talks about the peach fuzz and how it's changing texture and length and coming in places that she didn't know it could come. Hilarious. Meredith said, Keisha, we need to talk. Call me, girl. Call me. Now I know. Yes, yes. I'm like, and men don't want to hear all the things. So, men, if you're still here, oh, look, they probably have already left the building. But I tell you, we're going through as women as we reach certain phases of life. Um, that mm, when I mentioned to my husband about certain things, and he was like, "Oh, okay. Did you hear what the president said?" Sir, we were talking about me. Yeah, but did you hear what the president said about, the Gulf of America? He'll talk about anything but Perry and Mina. He does not want to talk about any of those things. Yep, they gone. sun is getting up there and it's kind of hazy. And I believe that it is only 6:19 in the morning here. Um, Miss Kizzy is saying I love Tab. She has a way to put things. Yes, she does. And she's from down my way. She's closer to where my grandmother is from. So she's from Eden, North Carolina. My grandmother's from Reedsville, North Carolina. So they're just a rock's throw from each other. And then where I am in Greensboro is maybe about two rocks throws from there. So very much close by where Tabitha Brown is from. I've never met her in person, but I do have family that knows her and her family, and pretty close. Um, and she's been to Greensboro a few times. I tried to get to see her with her book signing when she came to town, but I was not able to make it. Although I did pre-order the book last year, um, and I did have it. I did a live stream. I think was that in 2024? Might have been. I mean, in 2025 or is that 2024? I can't remember. But I did order her book. Keisha, if you ever come to Isle of White, Virginia, we need to hang out. I will have to make that happen, Peach. When she talked about how Blackie the dog came in on her and Chad, she says we were just playing Black. Lord, Miss Nichols, Lord, Lord, Lord. Kids and pups, they get traumatized. They get traumatized. You know, closed doors, recognize and respect them. I would look. Yeah, she is. I've so many people that I've met that have met her. Just comment on how she is. She's the way she is. She's such a traumatizing. It was traumatizing. Poor Blackie. Poor Blackie is one of their kids. No, he's a dog, Tab. No, he's one of my kids. What do you mean he's not human? He's not a kid. He's her child. Yes, poor kids get traumatized. I met one of her cousins quite by chance. It was so interesting. I used to get injections for my eyes um, um, quite some time back, and I was in the doctor's office in the waiting room, and just happened to be watching her on Instagram on my phone, and a young lady beside me says, "That's my cousin," and I was like, "Tabitha Brown?" She's like, "Yeah, that's my first cousin." And she's not the way she is in person. She just, she doesn't deal with us like that. And, sometimes she'll come to town and she won't even speak to us and she won't do this, that, and the other. And I said, well, sometimes it gets like that. I said, but if she doesn't have time or she's not able to reach out to everybody in the family when she's in town, just do your part to reach out to her and keep a family connection the best that you can. Well, if she's not gonna talk to me, I'm not gonna talk to her. And I said, well, if that's family business, I don't have any words on it. I said, but what I see of her and what she shows to the public, I like it. I said, so I do hope that you guys will get better as family. I said, but what I see of her and what I know of her from a public perspective, I really enjoy it and I like her. And she contributes positivity to my life, so I don't have a problem with it. I ended it at that. But I was surprised that she would be so brazen as to say something so negative about a first cousin to a complete stranger. Um, I didn't think that was nice. Meredith says, "My chickens are my children." Oh Lord, don't be traumatizing the chickens. What you doing out there in the garden? Because I know they're not in the house. Don't be out there traumatizing the chickens, Meredith. I know you a little wood nymph. What you guys doing out there in the woods? Well, in all honesty, Miss Meredith says, I think I have thousands of children because I have a habit of adopting strays of all species. Lots of stray humans. Yes. I don't do that as much. Blackie is her baby, not her dog. Yes, Mickey. I know. Why badmouth to a stranger about family? I didn't understand it, but I mean, and I could feel, like I said, I could feel that she was really hurt. And the fact that she could, I know she could tell that I was enjoying watching whatever it was that I was. I don't even remember what it was that I was, that she was sharing on Instagram at that time. But I know that she could tell that I was enjoying it for her to make a point of emphasizing that um, she's not that way with her family. Deflection is why people talk ish. Yes, 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 yes. When I'm trying to do that, it's crazy. It's crazy, friends. But I try to stick to a more positive lane, more positive path of thought and travel versus getting in other people's bad vibes and bad aura, um, because it can be taxing. It can be taxing to me. So even like coming up here yesterday during my live stream, I was, focused on the sea and my feet and, keeping the girls undercover. And there was a gentleman who had come and sat down a few loungers over from me. So Meredith said it's a game of don't look at my pile of crap, look at their pile of crap. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's really what she was doing. But unfortunately, she showed more of her pile than of Tabitha's because, Tabitha, I've never heard her talk ill of family or anything like that. So that was just very interesting to me. Um, the same, I want to spread love, positivity, and hope. We can change the world one heart at a time. I know it. Absolutely. And we can. It's possible. If you focus on that and don't focus on the bad, it is absolutely positive. But yesterday, when I ended the live stream, there was a gentleman sitting beside me, and when I was turning around, I saw him, and I said, "Oh my goodness, how long have you been sitting there?" And he was like, "Oh, I've been here for a little while." And I said, "Were you there before I started my live stream?" He says, "No, I came up and you were talking." He said, "I didn't know if you were on the phone talking to somebody or who you were talking to." I said, "Lord, I was over here just yapping in your serene space." He says, "No, no, you were fine. You were fine." But I was just a yap. I didn't hear him come up. I didn't see him stretch out his towel and get comfortable or anything. I was so engrossed in the live stream chat. So Meredith says bad energy is a total drain. Emotional vampires. True. Absolutely true. Um, Keeping on positive vibes and different things is nice. And Carol, I see how you do that when you're on your cruises and you're talking to your fellow cruisers, and you will just strike up a conversation, and I'm pretty sure that you do some of that striking up before you just put the camera in their face, right? Um, and that's always my hope. I'm like, I know Carol didn't just put that camera in those people's face. So I'm pretty sure that Carol strikes up conversation before she whips out the camera. But I enjoy that, the positivity that you portray with your fellow cruisers, your fellow travelers, when you're getting out into port and speaking and talking to people. I love that. It's great. Scott is still in the house. It is still early. So what? It is 8:29 there. So, which means that it's about time for me to get off and go get dressed. So I'm gonna do 4.5 more minutes, friends, and then I'm gonna head on back. Let's see. I came from one direction. I'm going to go in another. Meredith says, keep radiating that positivity, darling. I'm going to go get my head right before I go live. Yes, Meredith, because we get in your head, right? Asking questions all the time. Again, I'm in the bushes. I'm in the bushes. Don't always come out of there, but I do peek in and out of the bushes, even off the ship. So have an awesome day. Yes, people, I love you guys. Thank you so much, Miss Lagisha, Scott, Nikki, Meredith, uh, Paul, Carol, Chet from Sea Lake Journeys. Who else did we have? Miss Kizzy with the Nichols Journey. Um, and David Hunt was here. Tasharia was here. Mariana Latrina was here. Itsu came in, and Darty from Indonesia came in. Will from Together We Travel. Oh gosh, I just had so many of my friends here. That excites me. Miss Vanessa, who's Will from Together We Travel's sister. Trying to make sure, I'm trying to scroll back up and see if I missed anybody. A Miss Official Jamia and Paul from Travels with PMB was here. Who else was here? Who else was here? Oh, Danny Dizzle. Danny Dizzle, the Super Ninja Mod, was here. And do we have anybody else? Nikki's Adventure. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, and Praying Couple Cooking Series came in on the raid. Oh, yeah. So we had a lot of our beautiful friends. Cruise Life TV, Pete was here. Um, yes. And Team Reese Travels. Kiki was here up early. Miss Kathy B out in California as early as I think she's out in California. She's out west somewhere. Um, Nichols fam. House of X was here. Ellen, the Virginia Bushcrafter, was and Anthony on the Move. They were our first two in the house. So thank you all for coming in and joining me. I am going to go ahead and jump off of the live stream and go and start my day and do something productive and enjoy my cruise. Okay, friends. I will see you guys next time. And I'm still here. I'm still here. Stay strong. Look, I'm gonna say, look, I got on Bill's shirt. Stay strong and embrace the journey, friends. Even if it's a journey of positivity and sharing blessings of yourself and not raining on anybody else's parade, friends. Go out and be beautiful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.